Hello everyone, welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today we'll be taking a look at a Victorinox Swiss Army knife. Got a huge backlog and a collection of these to get through, so apologies for another Victorinox video, but I hope you guys are enjoying that. We're going to be looking at today the Deluxe Tinker. Comes in the standard style silver box. You can see we have Victorinox on the front here. Some information on the side, pretty standard for their cardboard boxes. Some information on this side, plain on this end. We have the barcode on the back there, so I picked this one up from Amazon. You can see we got the Victorinox Deluxe Tinker, and this is in the red Celador. And the model number for that is 1.4723. You can see there we have the Deluxe Tinker Red. So inside the box, bar the knife, you get the standard sort of tool, set of instructions, which is how to look after, maintain the tool, how to use some of the tools, pretty standard stuff from Victorinox. I won't go through a lot of that information, and you're very familiar, it's been on all my other videos. Just a bit of information there. It's very handy how to keep your Victorinox tool looking good, healthy condition. I know it's going to last you a lifetime if you follow the instructions in there. Pop the box to one side, and here it is. This is the Deluxe Tinker, and of course this being a 91mm model, it's a standard sort of size, and you can see that equates to 3.6 inches closed. We do have the very vibrant red Celador scales, as I mentioned, with that wonderfully inlaid silver Victorinox shield. You can just make out that is inlaid in there as well. You can see where it doesn't quite fit, but very close. But you honestly, you cannot feel that when you rub your hand over across at all. Really do like the red Celador. I know it's a standard colour and it's, you know, it's basic for them, but it works so well on this knife. Quality and build control for this, absolutely outstanding, as they are for every Victorinox knife. Never had an issue. Hope I'll never have an issue in the future, but I can't see that happening. Their quality control is ridiculous. We are looking at a 4-layer design. You can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So quite a chunky one. Right about, not far off the 1 inch thickness, like 0.9 of an inch. When I always put it on the, get it right on the proper line. So yeah, 0.9. So it is a chunky boy. For me, it's going to be more the one I'm going to carry in a pack. You know, carry on my belt in a slip rather than put in my pocket. A little bit thick for me, the 4-layer to carry in my pocket. But for you, those of you that love doing that, good on you. Just a bit big for me. Opening layer then, standard. We've got the tin opener, the small flathead screwdriver, and of course everything is on that polished stonewash finish. Something I really love that Victorinox do. They do a fantastic job with that. Nice clean nail nick on there as well. Nice little snap into the close. So that's about 5.5 to a 6. Decent pull, decent snap. On the left hand side then, we have the cap lifter, the large flathead screwdriver, and the stripper and bender down there. And of course, that is on a half stop, and that has a nice action too. Really great tools. Again, clean nail nick, similar, well, exactly the same polished stonewash finish on the tool. Next up is what makes it the Deluxe over the Super Tinker, and that is the pliers. Something I have on the Swiss Champ, but I've not had on any other Victorinox knives, and this one is a bit more carryable, pocketable than the Swiss Champ. I know I said I wouldn't carry this in my pocket, but if I had to choose between the two, I mean, I would carry this one in my pocket every day with a Swiss Champ. That for me is more like a collector's knife, or like if you're going camping for like a good week, something you put in your pack to take with you. But back to the pliers, you see we do have the nice teeth, very grippy in there. Great set of pliers with that leaf spring, they really do bounce back up. We have the crimping tool just here in the middle, and as well, right inside the mouth, you can see those two bits, you've got some wire snips. They do work pretty well. Obviously not the biggest, not going to get the thickest wire in there, but they do the job perfectly well. Great for grabbing onto stuff. I have used these for, I don't know, maybe you need to hold a non-captive pivot, maybe trying to get a screw out of one side of a Boston bolt and you can't get that out. Great for holding the pivot. Obviously not pressing it too hard, you don't want to damage it, but it's great for stuff like that. Really nice snap on that. Great walk and torque on those. No nail nick, of course, on the pliers, as it does overhang just slightly there if you get your nail underneath. So I'd sort of open it like that, lift it, and then push the rest. Next up then, we have the scissors. No, I said it before, probably my favourite tool on all the Victorinox knives I own. Scissors are pretty much a go-to for me, especially if I'm in an office environment here in the UK. Don't want to freak too many people out with a knife, even though the blade on this isn't ridiculously big. But some people can take offence to that. So for me, it's just easier to go with the scissors. So you have the same leaf spring design on there as well. Brass pivot or pin holding them together. And you can see the edge on these. Victorinox do it fantastic. Really sharp. Excellent at cutting through cardboard, paper, string. There's little plastic tags. Anything, this is great for that. Next up then, we have the main blade. We have the Victorinox tang stamp there. You can see Victorinox Swiss made stainless. The edge grind on this is as good, if not better, than every Victorinox knife I've ever had. Their consistency and quality control is fantastic. You can see we have that sort of tumbled, polished finish again. I always forget the name for it, I don't know how. Polished stonewash we'll go with. Clean nail nick, no swedging, which is what I prefer. I'm really into the knives with no swedging at the moment. Nice little sharpening choil down here at the base of the blade. So full length for that. Tip to tang, we are looking at, let's line that up, 1 to 2.75, and then a cutting edge of just shy of 2.5. Is that just about right? Let's see if we can measure that a bit better. Yeah, just shy of 2.5 to 2.4 inches on the cutting edge. So a very UK legal knife. Definitely a world-friendly knife with that such a small blade on there. But enough that you can definitely get a full day's work done with that. I definitely can for my job and what I do during the day. Obviously, you may want to carry something with a bit of more of a tougher steel if you're, you're a tradesman or something like that. But honestly, if you took a little pocket sharpener with you, something like this little Victorinox sharpener here, you could definitely get a full day done with this little steel in your pocket or ceramic sharpener. Be a great thing for that. But yeah, excellent walk and talk on that. About a 6 to about here, and then you start to get about a 7, and then it's definitely about a 7 on the brake. They do a great job of making sure that lockup's nice and sturdy. On the back then, we have the pen blade, something that gets a lot of use for me when I'm carrying a Victorinox knife. Nice small knife, get a lot of jobs done with this. Great for peeling fruit, just trimming bits and pieces that you're doing throughout the day. Great package opener as well. You can really put your finger on the blade here and just use the tip to open a package. You're not going to damage anything inside. Blade length on that then, we're looking at the full length of 1.6 and then a cutting edge of just shy of 1.5. So again, it's not pushing the boundaries for the UK. It's a fantastic bit of kit. On the back then, instead of the corkscrew, we have the 3D Phillips. Of course, there is a hole for the pin there as well. Unfortunately, that wasn't included. You can get a lot of torque on this, especially if you're gripping it like this. Can be quite tight to get into small spaces, but I would use this mainly for exposed screws. You can get a lot of torque on. We also have the parcel hook, something I really enjoy. It's great for threading shoelaces, especially if your dexterity is not that great. Definitely something to look out for. Really good tips and tricks on this. On the Slippy and Thrifty Show episode 2, we went through the 13 best hacks for the parcel hook. And then finally on the back, we have the punch or the reamer. Sew an eye on there. Nice little nail nick. Nice sharpened little edge on here with a great point. Great for sharpening it, starting pilot holes, punching holes in wood, things like that, drilling a hole in PVC pipe maybe just to start a pilot. Great for that. Overall, a fantastic pickup, one I'm very happy with, and a selection of tools on here which I haven't got on anything else in this sort of configuration. So really happy to pick that up. So there we go, guys. That's my review of the Victorinox Deluxe Tinker in the red. You can see we got 1.4723. Really hope you enjoyed this. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.